Alright, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have something different for you guys. I want to show you Marauder. So if you have the question, what is Marauder, then you came to the right place. Before we start though, I want to tell you guys this game is in pre-alpha development. Pre-alpha. Very early stage, okay? So that's why I'm gonna put this thing on the screen for mostly the whole time, so you don't forget about it. Also, the development team is kind of small. We are talking about 3 to 4 people, okay? So if I will talk about bugs or maybe some clunky animations, and you will definitely see them in the gameplay, please be aware this is probably all topic to change. Okay? Alright, so I want to talk about these topics right here. So let's start. What is Marauder? Flying in space, gearing up, combat, looting and inventory management, roadmap, and then my unimportant opinion. Okay? As always, if you're only interested in specific parts, there are timestamps for you guys. As usual. So if there's something that you do not like or you're not interested in, just skip it. Alright, let's have a look. Chapter 1. What is Marauder? Alright, let's get this started. First, I'm gonna read the description from the developers. Marauder is a dieselpunk multiplayer space pirate game where players explore 1990s industrialized deep space. Form a crew, get geared up and launch into space aboard your battle frigate. Raid colonies, asteroid mines, factories, space stations and other player and NPC ships for their precious loot. Stay alert for other raiders, evade and live to fight another day, or attack and dance with death for the chance of more loot and gear. Marauder is being developed by Small Impact Games. We are a small team of video game developers based in the UK. We are passionate about making games, and Marauder is something that we have been wanting to make for a long time. The game is heavily inspired by games such as Escape from Tarkov, DayZ, Fallout 2 and X-Wing vs TIE Fighter. In the YouTube trailer, they even mention Showdown. Now I don't know if it's 3 or 4 developers, because there are only 3 pictures, and most of the time people are talking about a team of 3. However, right there it says 4, so I'm not 100% sure about that. Now you're probably... Dieselpunk? What the hell is that? Dieselpunk is a genre similar to steampunk, who would have guessed, that combines the aesthetics of the diesel-based technology of the interwar period through to the 1950s with retrofuturistic technology and post-modern sensibilities. And dieselpunk weapons look something like this. Now, my description of the game, although I have some playtime in the game, I wouldn't call myself an expert just yet. Take my personal opinion more as a first impression kind of thing. I played all of these games mentioned by the developers, although it's honestly been quite a while since I played X-Wing vs TIE Fighter, and I do agree, it's like Escape from Tarkov in space. You have your home station, you buy gear, you gear up, you enter the map, you go and scavenge for loot, you extract, you sell stuff, repeat, and everything in a PvEVP environment. Not too shabby, a pretty clean concept. Other games have already proven that this is more than just viable. Let's see. Chapter 2. Flying in space. Now, this is probably the most interesting part of the game, as for now. You have your own ship that you can customize. In the future. It's not in the game right now. Also, there will be different ships. But not right now. In the future. Now, let's hop into space. You can go on an adventure with a crew or solo. I go solo right now. Let's do that. Once you spawn into the server, you find yourself in your ship. So, let's see what we can do. How about we enter the pilot seat? And this is it. My ship. Yeah. It's kinda slow. But it's mine, and that clunky piece of rusty metal is doing its best, okay? So don't judge here. So, you have main guns that you, the pilot, can use, but these ships come also equipped with these turrets right there. And the gunner has to use that. And for that, we're gonna enter the gunner seat. So we're gonna leave our pilot seat, go over here, and enter the gunner seat. Your ship can get damaged and disabled. So get to work with these turrets and rain some havoc on enemy ships. You can also enter enemy ships with these escape pods that you access through this door right here. These ships can be used as attack pods, so I don't really get why they are called escape pods, but okay. You can use these gliders to board enemy ships and kill the crew. You can also use these pods to enter bases, the mine and the space station, which leads us to Chapter 3, Gearing Up. Yeah, before we visit any of these places, we need to gear up, we need some gear. In the main menu we go in Equipment, which brings us directly to the Gear tab. Yours will look a bit emptier since I did already a couple runs. Go to Shop, drag and drop the gear you want to buy and click Deal. Go back to the Gear tab and equip your new equipment. That's it already. There is not a lot of magic going on here, to be honest. Once you've done this, we can jump to Chapter 4, Combat and Stations. Alright, you're measly armed and want some juicy loot. Enter raid in the LI-812 Iridium asteroid mining colony and fly around until you see this yellow light. Because to enter a raid, you basically just fly into the yellow light. You can do that with your main ship or the little glider. The little glider is way faster, so I'm gonna use that one. So far, I mostly encountered bots right now because the player base is very small. The combat is simple. You can lean, you can crouch, you shoot your enemies, and you loot them. Now, the combat right now is a bit, well, weird. Once you kill an enemy and take their gun, they only have one bullet in their gun. Always. Now, I'm not a math genius, but since you need more than a bullet to kill them, on average, you will run out of bullets at one point. This is certainly something they will quickly adjust. You can find higher tier armor in your raids. You will find some nice guns rather quickly. Just without ammo. Finding the right ammo in a raid is, at the moment, really hard. I expect them to tweak that with one of the upcoming patches. You can use items to heal, such as bandages, medkits and canned food. Regarding the health system, there is, for now, no bleeding or any negative status effects. You get shot, you take damage, you heal or you die. The equipment management needs some work because once you equip a weapon, your character will automatically load all spare bullets into the gun, if you want it or not. You can't switch between weapons right now with hotkeys. You must unequip and equip a weapon again to switch to it, which is a bit stressful with lots of enemies around. But again, this is stuff that can be fixed quite easily. Same with the enemy AI behavior. Once they are triggered, they will behave very primitively. They walk over to you and you just wait for them to come around the corner and you kill them. If they catch you in the open though, they can kill you rather quickly though. I died a couple times because I underestimated these space nerds with their SMGs. So I'm gonna be brutally honest, this is the part that needs most of the work right now and it needs to work quickly. It starts with animations where guns float in your hand to simple balancing of numbers. But again, only 3-4 people are working on the game right now, so I am more than willing to give them a chance and see what they will come up with in the near future. I think they deserve that. Chapter 5. Looting and Inventory Management. Now, this is nothing new. Boxes, crates, barrels, ammo boxes, and so on. Find them, loot them, easy. There is sadly no quick loot button yet. I hope there will be one soonish. So you either right click, left click the loot or drag and drop it. This doesn't seem very severe at first, but if you play Tarkov, then you will miss the ability to quickly loot stuff. What I like is that you can find weapons very easily, so even if you're broke, you can go in, sneak to the boxes and loot a gun to fight the NPCs. With the one bullet you have now. Like, really, give me at least half a mag and a gun or something. The inventory management is okay, you can stack stuff, most of the items have a description explaining what they are used for. Chapter 6. Roadmap. Now, as you just saw, this game is far away from being perfect. But I think that the core idea of the game is awesome. But more about that in the opinion section. So how often do they plan to release updates? According to the Discord, it should happen every 2 weeks. This is a bit optimistic, to be completely honest with you. But okay, they say that sometimes an update will just contain fixing bugs, which is awesome. I prefer smaller, constant updates over 6 months of radio silence and then one big update, so we will see. There's also lots of stuff that will come one day. Different types of ships, customization of ships, Here's a concept for another ship, and holy Jesus, it looks awesome. But I can't have it right now, which is pretty sad. Also, you probably already saw these tabs, crafting. You will be able to craft gear with the materials you find in Raid. Also, there will be a level system. You gain experience points by, well, I guess, playing the game, and then you can upgrade what you prioritize. This will probably take a while because, well, skill 14. This is a description about skill 14 and what you get unlocked. Amazing. But let's actually look at the roadmap, because there's the goddamn title of this chapter. The next big milestone is Milestone 2, which is actually already achieved and funded. Estimated arrival is the 17th of June. That's really soon, it's in a couple weeks. And they want to add 4 new ships to steal, build and collect, 1 new faction of NPCs, new weapons, armor and VIP backer items and ship. Now, I always like to be positively surprised, so I'm just gonna say, okay, in a couple weeks I will have that all accomplished. That would be amazing. Let's see. But let's stay optimistic, I would say. Then, Milestone 3, also already funded, is estimated arrival 28th of July. That's 1.5 months after Milestone 2, so that's not a lot of time, actually. We develop a new build distributed on this server, new capital ship class, so one of the big ships again, new faction of NPCs, Raider, merchant navy ships, military grade armor, 5 new weapons. Honestly, if they're able to keep that up, I'm gonna be impressed, so fingers crossed. Next one, Milestone 4, also already achieved. With no estimated arrival date though, so that might actually be a good thing. And, well, currently the AI is too simple for the game to remain fair and replayable. We will rebuild the AI from scratch in this milestone so they work within the rules and confines of the game, such as picking corners, tactical movement and working as a team. We will also look into the AI, utilizing the audio to provide a more realistic experience, which is pretty nice because, as I mentioned, the AI is kinda stupid. So I'm really glad they have that as a very big part on the roadmap. Then Milestone 5, spaceship customization in progress. The funding was in progress. By the way, if you're interested to back this game, I'm gonna put a link to the backing site in the description, no worries. Milestone 5 is spaceship customization. This milestone we will look into developing the skill tree, crafting and loot, which is weird because you mentioned crafting already in one of the earlier milestones, but okay. To allow the player to decide which weaponry and equipment their ship will use with a new modular system. This sounds awesome. This will come with a range of equipment module types being introduced into the game, such as the following: flag cannons, torpedoes, railgun, naval mines, breacher pod types, engines, increase speed, and armor, increase health. Again, these updates, these milestones, they have some serious meat in them. Like, this is not just, oh, well, there's a spelling bug, let's better fix this. I don't actually know how long it takes them to create one of these ships, but this sounds so far pretty amazing. And that's basically everything covering the roadmap. Let's go to the final chapter. My very humble and totally irrelevant opinion. Chapter 7, Personal Opinion. I think the core idea is fun. It's really promising. And also the stuff they want to add according to the roadmap seems good. Lots of work is needed to get this game from, you know, pre-alpha development to something polished. It also has a lot of replay value. But that is fine. That's the development cycle. That's what pre-alpha content is most of the time, at least in my opinion. It's to get your idea out there to the people and see how they react. Am I concerned regarding something? Actually, I'm gonna be brutally honest here, yes. These milestones, they sound a bit too good to be true, but I mentioned that one already. If they can positively surprise me, hey, this is more than welcome, right? I wish the Marauder development team a successful game. Fingers crossed. This journey won't be easy, but yeah, I think they know that themselves. I will probably do update videos for this game. I hope so. I hope I will find the time. For every time a milestone drops. Let's see. I might even do some gameplay videos. Maybe I showed a raid in the mine and one in the station. PvP is kinda hard to show right now because there is so little. Oh, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. That's it for now. If you know somebody who is interested in the game, feel free to share the video with them. You can drop your opinion in the comment section. What do you think about this game now? I quickly want to say thank you to my patrons for the support of everything. It's insane and much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Marauder looks promising, but is still in a baby stage. Again, fingers crossed, I would love to see this game succeed. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye bye.